Son, I need you to get the keys and open up the family business today. You need to make up for the days you missed last week. Dad, I have plans today. I need to save humanity. We are all one, and we need to connect with the universe and beyond. I did not work my ass off so that my son plays around with these hippies. These hippies that you call friends? I worked hard to build this family business. It's our legacy. For crying out loud, they don't know the value of working hard. They should all suffer. These people are not hippies. They're basically slaves, trapped in this systematic world we all live in. Systematic world? Systematic world? This world should not care about them. Why should you, my son, help them? Because if I don't, no one will. It's not fair we should all be just one. If we all have to start a revolution, so be it. Okay, Dad, they don't deserve this. They don't deserve this pain. I eat pain for breakfast. So don't tell me about pain. My sweat, tears, and blood to build this company. For you. It wasn't to share with the world. That's Mom's job. The hell with your pain, your business, your sweat, and tears. Because you know what, Dad? I also eat pain for breakfast and for lunch. Sometimes I have illicit ways for dinner and dessert. One for all and all for one. Sounds like Dad and son should consult with a family therapist. Now to your read. Hi Aquas, it's Leonore. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. I just want to say, Aquarians, my lovely Aquarians, I was being called to do your reading today. Aquarians, you popped up in my dreams. You popped up in my head when I woke up. And mind you, I have an Aquarian moon. My moon is in Aquarius. Aquarians, I would like for you to know that Saturn is going to come visit you. Mind you, Saturn is taking over the biggest influential planets. Mars, Jupiter. It just left Saturn to go into Aquarius, but it's going to come right back to his house of Capricorn. And then it'll go back into Aquarius. And Pluto. Pluto has been also affected. Anyway, your energy was heavy when I woke up. I felt anxiety. My heart chakra was, I felt like it was literally about to explode. I literally had to do a mantra before I started your reading. It was overwhelming. I have here my my karma cards. I'm pretty sure I used it with you at least once. I want to know what's influencing you, Aquarians. I really do. You know, I still feel a little bit of anxiety. I don't know why. It's kind of scary for me actually, but these are my karma cards. So my karma cards will tell you what house, planet, and sign is influencing you. Okay, let's do this. So I'm shuffling these cards in front of you because I want you to see what comes out without me pre-shuffling. The other cards are already pre-shuffled. I have them in a spread already. Okay, whatever. And can't fight with my guides. And so I have your spread ready for a love reading. But with, are you kidding me? Okay. All right, I can't fight with my guides. Like I said, I wanted a sign, I wanted a planet, I wanted a house. My guides gave me 3 houses. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera. All right, let's see what 3 houses are influencing my aquas. So we got the 6th house. This is the second time this comes out for me. I did this with another sign. I can't remember, and it came out. It's Virgo. I also have the 3rd house. Shit. This is Gemini. This came out for me in the same reading. What reading was that? I only did this with one other reading in the past few weeks. Anyway, oh my God, you're kidding me. Okay, I'm done. The ninth house came out again. I know I did this with one other reading, maybe 2. I'm thinking about maybe 2 others because the energy was so heavy that I use my karma cards now just like if I feel like the energy is so heavy that I want to see what's influencing a certain zodiac sign in the cosmos. I have 3 houses that are influencing you. I have the 6th house. The 6th house is all about mundane, domestic, or domesticality, full-time jobs. Virgos, they love working. Okay, they may be a little ADD between you and I, but that's not the point. They know their shit. Okay. Their services. The 6th house represents service to others, and your work. Like I said, the 3rd house represents Gemini. Gemini is all about communication. Mercury does rule Gemini. God, I forgot what Mercury is in. Oh my God, I can't remember. Fuck, I'm having like a really dumb moment right now. And I bet you when I turn off the camera, I'll remember. Anyway, the point is that it is a planet of communication. I want to say it's in Neptune or Pisces, which is the same thing. But it does question the ideas. It makes the right connections. Networking is a big thing. Publishing. I am short term thinking, as well as who or what is around you. Sagittarius, 9th house. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is in Capricorn. So here we have philosophies and laws involved. We also have, doing it in a big way. Doing it in a big way, I mean, Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. So anything that's influencing this planet is going to be in a big way. Spiritual values, as well as long-range thinking or travel, for sure. This is like the travel card, foreign travel. This is local travel. This is, I gotta, get shit done so that I could take a vacation. Let's move on to your reading, my loves. So I'm using my Game of Thrones with my African American tarot cards. Why am I having trouble speaking? Okay, so let's see what comes out first. We have the Eight of Cups. Let's see what clarifies it. Judgment. Wow, I just heard you ain't going nowhere. What you mean I ain't going nowhere? I'm Aquarius. Aquarius goes whenever, when and wherever they want. Okay. You know, of course it depends on your placement, but that's, you know, Aquarius, they like to go against the rules. They think outside the box. And when you tell an Aquarius they cannot go anywhere because judgment says no, which, by the way, judgment does rule Pluto. Capricorn is in Pluto, and at least for another few years. But let's see what this says to me. Give me a moment, my dolls. Interesting. There's a lesson to be learned here, Aquarians. What is it that you need to learn? Okay, this is what I'm getting. Aquarians, you are the antenna of the world. You are ruled by Uranus or Uranus. It is also called the alien planet. It's called the alien planet for a reason, because where is that paper? All right, I found it. All right, so this is Uranus. Okay, now what does this look like to you if you really look closely? Antennas. They look like antennas that you see like in the streets, on top of the hills, mountains, whatever. You're connected to the universe. And not only are you connected to the universe, you pick up things that no one can really pick up. You have that ability. Use it. Because I wouldn't call this so much the universe. Some people do, and I do so myself. The Judgment card, when it comes out, you know, this is a powerful major arcana. It comes right before the world. Now, look at all these kids. I mean, I'm sorry, a lot of my African American tarots, you'll see some nudity, but whatever. Let's move on. We have here, I don't know, it looks like a bowl. Oh God, I can't remember. It's another name for this. It's not the animal I'm looking for, although he is reaching for these people to rise up. You know, whether it was God, or any source that you go by. And it's like you're refusing to rise up. You are giving this ability, Aquarius. You're given this ability to rise up. A group of you, what I see, if you know, in a love relationship, I'm hoping this is a love reading because I was hoping for that. There may be, you may be in a relationship where it's like you want to leave, but you can't. Now, this could be a job. This could be a, you know, maybe a, you know, a love relationship, family. Maybe you're trying to move away from family, and the universe is saying, oh no, you ain't going nowhere. You're not reaching out. You need to fix a problem that's going on here on earth before you rise up. Oh my God, that is drama for Aquarius. Ooh. 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 Ooh, that is not good. Aquarius do not like to be restricted. All right, so then I have the High Priestess, or the Priestess in the reverse. I got the Five of Cups in the reverse as well. Aquarius, I apologize if the camera cuts off on me, which it probably will in a few minutes. I'll stitch the video, obviously. I always do. But if it cuts off while I'm talking, I'm sorry. Now, the High Priestess is another major arcana. So now we got Judgment and the High Priestess. That's pretty significant shit. You know what? Just to see these two cards, that is a powerful combination. They both came out in the reverse. The Priestess, who is known to know the unknown, is very secretive because no one can really understand the power, magic, and the illusions that people don't see. There is no veil when it comes to Aquarians. There is no veil. She was in the reverse. A lot of you could see what's going on, but are not saying anything. Maybe you're scared, or maybe you are saying something, you know, whether it's maybe you're giving people warning. You could be giving a relationship warning, like, hey, you know, this may not work out. You know, I really don't want to be in this relationship. And the Five of Cups, to have it in the reverse, which is, you know, pretty much the grieving card. You're definitely turning your back. You're turning your back in a relationship, and I think mostly it's because the person doesn't understand you. Again, it could be business, but I think that for the most part, whatever relationship, whoever you're with, whatever relationship, or even, you know, a recent breakup that, you know, you may be still thinking about, may not be serving you. It's like you almost upgraded them or grew out of the relationship. Let's see what clarifies it. All right, this is the third major arcana. It's the Hermit. See, okay. Aquarians, the major arcanas that are coming out are all in the reverse. I know that in the beginning, I said that you're having problems embracing your abilities. And that could be in anything: creativity, your voice, charity, a love relationship. You're over it. Maybe you're over about the things, events, circumstances that go on in your life, or that's going on in your life. It's like literally you're over it. And to have the Eight of Cups again show up in the upright, mind you, again, in the upright. It's like you're leaving. So the Hermit, if I show it to you, of course, in the upright, sorry. The Hermit does represent somebody that needs to escape society. Escape. What? Where are you going? Now, I don't, you know, you could be leaving a relationship again. Like, I want this to be a love reading, and it's like, okay, whatever. I mean, you take it as it applies. You know your story more than me, Aquarius. But I feel that you found something that nobody really knows about. Very few people in this world knows about this. I wouldn't be surprised if you're in this energy of knowing what no one like knows. Like, you see how they're all sitting down and like they're all in like, it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna stand up, you guys could keep sitting down, stay attached to the earth, because there's greater things calling for me. Greater things calling for me. And either you're refusing it, or you could be in the process of embracing it. To me, you are. Or in the process of it. Especially with the Hermit in the reverse, which represents Virgo, by the way. The 6th house. I'm talking to somebody that is that's in the occult at this point. There is somebody that is in the occult, psychic, in tuned with the universe and beyond. I'm not kidding. Not with these 3 major arcanas. Oh no, fuck that. You're ready to, I don't know what you're ready to do. Shit, I'm kind of scared. All right, let's move on. Sorry, my cursing is like, this is intense. This is intense. And I think the anxiety, the heart chakra being, you know, almost like my heart, it was like almost somebody was squeezing my heart, like you wanted to break out and be free, and it was like you couldn't. Your heart was being squeezed. The anxiety level, I mean, I'm not an anxious person. I'm cool, calm, and collective. If I feel anxious, it's because I'm picking someone's energy, for the most part. I was a new mother, and I felt a lot of anxiety with my newborn. But that's different. Who doesn't feel anxiety with the newborn? All right. All right, so we have the 2 of Swords and the Page of Swords. Interesting. All right. This is very interesting. Oh my God, Aquarius, I forgot to mention. I gotta take my glasses off for this one. Remember I told you were calling me in my dreams? And you were calling me when I woke up? This is, I feel like this energy is meant for me. I'm not gonna lie. You didn't know who to call, who to talk to about what's going on with you within. You're being called to do something greater. You don't know what that is, but you have a feeling that it's something that's hush, taboo. It's definitely an evolution of yourself. Congratulations. You're trying to make a decision. Should you stay grounded or not? Should you be in a 3D world? Or should I be in a 5D world? 6D world? 7D world? They do exist. Aquarians do not like to be boxed in. Of course, it depends in your placements, you know, Aquarius. You may have more than 2 Aquarius in your birth chart. You may have even Pisces, Scorpio. These are all psychic, intuitive signs. I mean, beyond. I would check your birth chart if I were you, if this is the way you feel, if this is your reading. If it resonates, it doesn't. I have private readings. There is a website on my description box that takes you to this friendly website. You can click on it, but just write it down, astro.cafe astrology. Please put, you know, your date of birth, the time if you know it, because it'll give you your rising sign and your north node. This is very important. This is some shit for somebody out there, if not a group of you. I wouldn't be surprised if it's most of you. Should you stay in the 3D world, or should you embrace your abilities and move beyond? To stay in the 3D world, you are constricting yourself, attaching yourself to this earth. Granted, we do have mundane things to do. We need to pay our bills, take care of our children. That is the 6th house. But there's something in our hearts that needs to communicate to the world, if not to us. Even your relationship. They may not understand where you're coming from, your philosophies and beliefs. To have the Page of Swords in the reverse, you know, in my dream, like I was saying before I digressed a little bit, you're being watched. Listen, somebody knows your fucking ability. Somebody or some group knows your ability. And you are being watched. I'm not saying don't talk. I'm not saying not be yourself. There is a group, an elite group, that is watching you. They are the resistant, so they may be good, they may be on your side, or the opposite. They may want to shut you down. Be very careful who you talk to. Thank you very much. Let's see what clarifies us, shall we? 6 of Cups, interesting, and another major arcana. I'm sorry, Aquarius, I'm done. The major arcanas that are coming out in the reverse. The Hierophant. This is hitting my sacral, not my sacral, sorry, take that back. My solar plexus. You are literally burying your gifts and abilities. I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have some type of digestive problems. Your heart is exploding because it just wants to move on and embrace and love what you were made for. The 6 of Cups is it can represent past lives. I know for sure that a group of you in your past life dealt with the occult, dealt with the taboo. It is very easy for you to be a Reiki, a healer, a yogi, you name it. Or it could be as big as being a sorcerer, a quote-unquote witch. I hope not in a bad way. However, it's ridiculous. I just want to show you every major arcana that came out in the reverse. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Aquarius. I'm dramatic. I'm being dramatic. Okay. Judgment. Judgment represents Pluto, the underworld. The High Priestess or the Priestess. If you watch Game of Thrones, you will know what this character does for a living. I'll leave it at that. If you don't, it represents, okay, in this character right here, she's a witch. Okay, she is. Sometimes she's good, sometimes she's bad. Sometimes she's good, sometimes she is bad. Sometimes I feel like I'm not. Okay, sometimes I don't. All right, the point is that it depends which sides she's fighting for. Towards the end of the season, she ended up fighting for the good. She actually resurrected this guy who's walking away. What is he walking away from? Or what is she walking away from? Society? Look how he's looking at the earth. Again, just looking at the skies, I should say, not the earth. Looking at the skies as if there's more to learn. As if you're manifesting to become bigger and greater. Now, granted, you could become bigger and greater in anything. You could be a great parent, you know. There's always room to learn. Doesn't matter how old you are. To have it with the Six of Cups. In your past life, Aquarius, this is who you are. I don't know if you could see this image over here. You were the humanitarian in your past life. You were a person that said, stand up for your rights. You might have had this soul tribe with you, and they could have supported you. I have the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. Oh shit, with the World card. Look at this. I'm not making this up. The Sun with the World, both in the upright. Look how this dragon is looking up like, this looks like Saturn to me with the rings. Capricorn or Saturn is about to enter Aquarius, by the way. That's some heavy shit. You thought Saturn in its home planet was some heavy shit? You thought that Capricorn, Saturn in Pluto was some heavy shit? This is Saturn, the world. This is another major arcana. It is the last major arcana in the tarot deck. It represents Earth. The Sun and the Earth. Pick one. I have the major arcana at the bottom of the African American Tarot. I have the Four of Pentacles. It came out in the reverse. Look at this. You're being called to do something. Figure it out this year. And roll with it. Let it go. Let your ego go. I know, Aquarius, sometimes you may or may not have an ego, and it's okay. We're fixed signs. When we're ready to fight for something, there's nothing you could tell us. It came out in the reverse. Every major arcana came out in the reverse. This is letting go of your ego. And the way this person looks with this pentacle, I wouldn't be surprised if you make money from being a whistleblower, from being innovative. People are going to love you. Queen of Cups. So if you think for one moment that people are not going to love you for what you do, especially, you know, the rebels in In this event and circumstances, you will be loved. And if you're not loved by the people that are closest to you, that's okay. Because again, the Hermit card came out in the reverse. You're ready for the world. The Strength card, I keep going. The Strength card in the upright. You are being guided by the universe. Guided by the universe. You'll be fine. Don't you worry about that. All right, my love. I'm sorry this was not a love reading. It by no means it was not. It was not done on purpose. But I hope it resonated with a group of you. All right. Love you, Aquarius. Oh, by the way, Aquarius, I don't know if you know this. We are in the age of Aquarius. You just opened a new era. FYI. Do your job. Goodbye.